What I'm doing is just casting a crankbait right where the first weeds end. So it's a little shallower than I would fish for walleye or some of the other species of fish. And I'm throwing a crankbait that dives down to about 7 feet. So it's a chunky little largemouth. That fish is probably about 2 pounds. Crankbaits are really good lures to use when you're fishing shorelines like that. If you know where the weeds are, and you can actually work from the top of the weeds where it's shallow and then retrieve the crankbait back to the boat. So this is a Rapala dives to thug. You can see it's a nice bright yellow color. The unique thing about this lure is that it has a really curved lip. You can see that the lip hangs down, which gives it a really wide action. And because it's bright, combined with that nice action, it's a really good lure to use under conditions just like this. So I'm just going to continue to cast to this shoreline. You can see that the shoreline is rocky. Nice fish. You know, I'm surprised that more people don't use crankbaits for largemouth bass. So this is a nice largemouth. He's probably approaching about 3.5 pounds. And what I like is that he's got both hooks in his mouth. He wasn't going to go anywhere. You know, this is such an easy fishing. All I'm doing is casting. You know, there's really no cover along the shore other than just some sparse weeds. I'm keeping the boat in 10 feet of water. So this is good even if you don't have a sonar. You know, if you use a jig and you let the jig drop down and you have an idea of how deep the water is, and then you cast towards shore, you can fish the same way. So there's a nice chunky largemouth. Like I say, that fish will probably be about 3.25 pounds. He's a gorgeous fish.